Okay, so now we're going to talk about page 2 of the homework. And it's set up as ratios, but this time there's a number missing. So in order to solve for that, we cross multiply. And I know when we say cross multiply, most of you are very familiar with what to do. So keep that in mind when you see this so you know how to get it started. So that's going to be 9 times 12 equals 16x, or 16 times x. 9 times 12 is 108, 16x. And then we divide by 16. So 16 into 108, we're going to take a guess that 16 goes 6 times. And this is just a guess and check. So when you do this, you have to make sure that the remainder, after you do the subtraction, there's no more than what the original number was. So 6 times 6 is 36. Carry the 3. 6 times 1 is 6 plus 3, 9. Do the subtraction. 8 minus 6 is 2. 10 minus 9 is 1. Excuse me. So we have a remainder of 12 over 6. 16. 4 goes into that. 3 times 4 goes into that 4 times. So that gives us 6.75. And there we have our answer. Okay, now we have a different setup. Okay, this was not in parentheses. So on your paper, it's not going to have parentheses, but you're going to put parentheses around it. And the reason we do that is because we need to make sure that we remember to distribute. So this is going to be 9 times x minus 3 equals 12 times 18. And we distribute. We get 9x minus 27 equals, and 12 times 18 is 216. And then we add 27 to both sides. Nine x equals 13,243. We divide. 9 goes into 243. 2 times 18. 6 left over. Bring down the 3. 9 goes into 63 7 times. Another reason why I want to see you start doing more of the work on the side on your own without a calculator is so that the multiplication will come faster and you'll remember it better. So we get x equals 27. Now I'm just going to do a reminder here of the multiplication. 12 times 18. 2 times 8 is 16. Carry the 1. 1 times 8 is 8 plus 1 is 9. Put a 0 here. Start the new column. 1 times 2 is 2. 1 times 1 is 1. Add the numbers. 6, 11, 2. 216. That's how we got that. Okay, so that needs to be done. You need to be getting better at just being able to do the math on your own without trying to pull out a calculator. You've got SBAC tests coming up. You've got SAT tests coming up. There's certain calculator sections, but the calculator sections are not for stuff like this. They are for much more complicated math where you are going to end up with decimals and that kind of thing. So you need to be able to get this math done on your own. Okay, this is the same, looking at 15. Same thing. Put a parentheses around any time you have that quantity. 16. Same thing. 17. Put parentheses around this quantity. Okay, now 18. We're going to take a look at this because we have 2 of them. Okay, so crossing multiply again. So I'm going to have 5 times x minus 16 equals 3 times x plus 6. 5x, oops, that's a minus. Let me find my eraser. This is why we should be using pencils. And 15 times 6. 80. 3x plus 18. I'm going to subtract this 3x. And that's going to give me 2x. Minus 80 equals 18 plus 80. 2x equals 98. Divide by 2. 98. 2 goes into 9 4 times. 8, 1 left over, 18, 9. X equals 49. So that's all you're doing. Whoops. That's all you're doing with that one. I'll leave that there for a second. I am sorry. I did not move it. So here's the way I set them up. Solve the problem. Did the math over here. Did the division here. Worked it through. Okay, you're going to have the same thing. You're doing the same thing here. And the same thing here. Okay, good luck.